And good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Monday, June 6th, 2020 edition of Nevermind the Furthermore. I'm Brian K. Morris, and I'll be back in 1 minute because I got to take a few sips of this first before I can turn this Monday into Monday. All right, we'll see you in about a minute or so.
Seconds.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
How dare you!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
Let's do that thing. What do you say? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this show. I hope you're enjoying what you see so far. A couple of minutes of it, but I promise it'll get better in the next few minutes. And if you're watching live or on the rerun, we appreciate you all. If you're watching on the rerun, please leave a comment down below. We'll try to get back to you and comment with you. All right. Anyway, we are here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Actually, I won't be here Friday, but we're going to have somebody substituting for me. It'll be a lot of fun. And first of all, we want to thank our sponsors, Rising Tide Publications, who are going to put out The Terrors this coming summer. Keep an eye out for it. Coming to a convention soon near you. And also Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
You've worked hard and written a great book. Now, it's time to give it a great cover. If you're an indie author or small press publisher, Plasma Fire Graphics is your source for affordable cover illustration and graphic design. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
Why? Because it matters to your dang readers. That's who. And if you don't want readers, then don't get a great cover. If you do want readers, get a great cover from Plasma Fire Graphics. They have independent creator friendly prices, and you're going to dig working with Jeffrey Hayes. He is the best in all ways. He's a great guy and a great creator. And if you want the best, you know where to go now. PlasmaFireGraphics.com. Also check out their Facebook page. That's Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. All right, and we also want to thank our Patreon supporters. Patreon is a monthly subscription service where you can support your favorite creators directly, financially even. And we just pulled off a blog this morning that only they, yes, they will see. Are we talking about you? We might be. And if you're paranoid enough, give me $1 a month. You can read it too. But anyway, we've got a new blog entry every Monday and Thursday mornings, usually when I'm on the ball. And Thursday's blog may be about whether I'm on the ball or not. I'm still writing it. But anyway, please check us out. $5 a month will get you a peek at our works in progress. And in this month, we're going to be starting Volcana 2. You'll get to see the first chapter this month. So please check us out at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And hope you had a great weekend, everyone. We had a fantastic time. I want to thank Les Eller who set us up with a panel at Indie PopCon this weekend. It went very, very well. We could have run for 2 hours because we had an astounding audience. And if you were a part of that audience, please say hello, because I'd love to get to know you, because we had some really bright-eyed, inquisitive eyes out there, and I'm just sorry we only had about 50 minutes to talk to you guys. We could have gone on all day. But anyway, want to say also a huge thanks to Amy Hale, Molly Daniels, Leonard Pig, and J.S. Lenore for being on the panel with me and being so amazing. They are fantastic people, fantastic creators. Please check them out on Facebook, and please look up their work on the internet. You'll be glad you did. And also Amazon, all the cool places. And I think that's it. Now, this weekend, we have something coming up. We're going to be spending a day and a half at the Superman Metropolis celebration. Metropolis Superman celebration. I'll get it out. And it's a great, great event. The guests of honor this year are Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum, Clark Kent and Lex Luthor from the TV series Smallville. Also please check out Artist Alley and Writer's Way. Amy Hill will be there, Molly Daniels, Sean Delaney, Trevor Hawkins, my cover artist, he will be there. Bring your copies of Santa Stein and Volcana for him to sign, and he will do it gladly. And if I'm around and you have a copy, I'll gladly sign it too, really. But anyway, it's going to be a great affair. Anyway, I forgot to thank a couple people I ran into. I wanted to thank for Indie PopCon. But anyway, please check out supermancelebration.net, and you'll get more of an idea of what's going on down there. Also, please check out the Superman Museum. Morgan Hambrick does a super job, not only maintaining this amazing museum, the best $5 you can spend in the state of Illinois, trust me, and also improving it every year. We're going to take a tour of it this year. We didn't go last year through the museum. I don't know why. What was wrong with us? But anyway, we're going to be down there. We're going to be hanging out with Mark Lerner. That's going to be a lot of fun. And please come down and see us. If you see me in the street, say hello. All right. But anyway, I also wanted to thank John B. Pica and Crayley Vanis of backofthecerealbox.fun. Check out their network. They've got some great stuff on YouTube, a lot of entertaining shows, and it's getting better all the time. But Johnny B gave a fantastic talk, actually a conversation with the audience on Marvel versus DC that we really dug being a part of. And wanted to thank again Les Eller for making us a part of this amazing show. Also want to say a shout out to John Graham of Fidget Press. We are now owners of a copy of Swamp Thing, the musical. I'm not joking. Check out fidgetpress.com for more details. But anyway, we've got holy cats, we've got a whole crap ton of comments. So let's start on those, and thank you to everyone who's tuned in this morning. So I thought I had the first one here, and hello Nevermorians. Hello Mike, Jimmy, Lordship de Bruin. Glad you're here. Check out Mike Jimmy on a great show called Nerd Bacon on Thursday mornings with Luke Stone and Nick Tockard. Always fun, always geeky, always great. And good morning or afternoon, Mike Jimmy, Lordship of the Brew from Carl Witzman. Good to see you here, Carl. As always, everyone's saying hello. At 3 p.m. over the pond, but in an eternal state of not enough coffee to be awake, we shall call it Monday. How dare you insult it like that? No, I dig it, man. I'm on my third cup, and it's like, oh man, I am going to wake up. I swear to God, I'm not going to pass out on the air today. And Carl Weston, I just got through checking Donna's eyelid scratch from our adventures in cat medicating. Looks better, but bruised and swollen. Oh, please give her our love if you dare approach her. That poor Donna, Carleen got wounded by their poor kitty. And just remember, no, I'm not going to use that joke. I know you love your cats. So anyway, but anyway, I hope Donna's better, and I hope your cat is better, and I hope you are better. So Monday, yes, I remember that feeling. Oh yeah, Monday. It doesn't go away whether you're retired or not. Ooh, hope it heals soon. So do I. And yay, I have the power now. That's right. I gave you a wrench, did I not? Cool. I wasn't sure if I had or not, if it was still there. There's also a couple other people I think I need to give wrenches to. And the power, he has the power. And Donna, Carleen, Donna, I hope you're feeling much better today. Wow, that was a horrible wound that you took for the cause. Hey, Mike, Jimmy, how was your weekend? And don't ask about hers. Hey, Donna was all right, had a fun con, got a lot further on the Life on Cora Pilot's storyboard. Oh, and I also strapped Nita, Daphne, and Nicholas for voice acting the characters. Oh, very, very cool. I hear, you put Nita there and I hear strapped and I'm thinking of something else. And I think mostly because it's Nita and mostly because it's me. Anyway, nice, says Carl Witzman. And sadly, I'm still waiting for cash flow to allow me a new pen display, but at least progress is being made. That's cool. And progress, however slow, Donna, I agree. Progress, however slow, is always good. And from Mike Jimmy. Oh, that reminds me, I got to put up something before I get nagged about it. Anyway, we have some added expenses in the household that we'll tell you. But anyway, this helps keep me independent of the household costs. If you enjoy what you see and hear, please consider leaving me a tip, if you would, for us at this address, paypal.me/risingtidebkm. All right. And thank you very much for looking at it. I appreciate that. And anyway, let's see. Mike Jimmy says, I'm 17 sheets into the storyboard so far, coming up on 20 pages in the comic. I am stretching and shrinking accordingly for animation, though, so it all flows better in this format. Yeah, it's like when you do anything for a new format, you have to reconfigure it, and that's very good, Mike Jimmy. Very good. And my left eye itches, and rubbing is not an option. Might have to kick the cat. Understood. Okay, Don, I'll tell you. Carl, cover your ears for 10 seconds. Remind the cat that what violin strings are made of and tell him you're taking up the fiddle. Anyway, I agree with Mike, poor girl. And no kicking, says Carl. You can come over here and annoy him, though. Did you need more coffee? I would go get some for you and a Pop-Tart. Boy, you're kissing up this morning, Carl. Good work. And I got his potential sister in the back porch twice this morning, but didn't get the door shut fast enough. Oh, you got his potential sister in the back porch last night. Okay. But didn't get the door shut fast. So we've got an escapee, do we? Oh dear, that's not good. And I had some caramel Captain Crunch, but I'll take more coffee, please, and I'll light up a cigar instead of annoying Calvin. Good idea. And Mike Jimmy, the cat hurt me first. I wouldn't think you'd have made the first move, Donna. Seriously, it's the Hellcat, I'm sure. And good for you, says Carl. And I know you're fine, says Mike Jimmy. And cats can be like that sometimes. Donna says, especially when you're trying to give them meds. Thank the gods we got the liquid medicine instead of pills. And boy, would you imagine the damage if it had been a suppository. But he's gotten strong. My whole eye is still swollen, painful from the eyebrow scratch from yesterday morning. Oh my God. I can imagine meds to cats are awful. Meanwhile, Carl says, I tried to go to the washroom without feline supervision and got caught. Oh my God. Are they training you? Is this sort of a Pavlovian thing that you now can't even go into a public men's room and not be there if there's not somebody purring beside you? And if you draft me, Carl, it's going to take some work. You know what I'm saying? And I just got my own Thunderstone invading my lap too. Oh man, very little writing is getting done around here recently. And yeah, we can imagine too, Mike Jimmy. And I'm about halfway through another storyboard sheet and going hard, says Mike Jimmy. All right. And Donna Carlene says, I just finished another Hunter's Ridge story plus a story about our friend's cat. And you want me to write more? Sheesh. Yes. Yes, we do. We want more books from you, Donna, so I can read them. And good job, says Carl Whitson. And good going. Agreed here, Mike Jimmy. But you're doing so good, Mike Jimmy. And okay, I guess I can't speak for Donna. Let's say that I am not getting much done. Carl, you're wrestling with the cat. You're taking care of poor injured Donna. You're entitled to lag, okay, every now and then. On the other hand, I started a short story for Pulp Reality number 4. I got it all plotted out and everything. Oh dear. And Mike Jimmy mocks us with his laughter. And Shelby is in dire need of attention again too. She's taking her opportunities. Now I'm actually home again for a full day. And hi, Shelby, from Carl. And Mike Jimmy says, Her Majesty, the royal squeaky of this house, first of her name greets thee. Through her interpreter, we notice that she does not deign to speak to us directly. It's kind of like Alan Rickman in Dogma. And I think that Joe D. McFee is on Raging today. Oh, very cool. Very cool. I'll definitely tune in. I'll try to get everybody out of here before then. How's that? And we're doing Tidbits and Scribbles tonight on Michaela J's YouTube channel. Tonight is Imposter Syndrome. I need to do some adverts on Facebook later for it. Hey, tag me in those, would you please, Carl? I will try to be there tonight, okay? And that is once I see that Michaela's up and around today. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we got to hear about how the farmers market went and whether she was either carried out on her shield or carried out on a flaming cross or what. But anyway, imposter syndrome. Yes, you're not worth doing this, but bloody hell, we're knee deep already. Let's see where this goes, says Mike Jimmy. Yeah. The problem is, Mike Jimmy, there are too many people that get imposter syndrome and say they tell themselves that they're not worthy of doing this. So why bother? How many great works have we missed out on because of that? I ask myself occasionally. And I feel like that's my crusade, is imposter syndrome, because I used to suffer from it. I still do to a degree. I say I'm about 95% cured. It still rears its head every now and then, but I also get a sign that maybe I'm doing what I should be doing. So, yeah. Anyway, Carl says, yes, agreed. And the poster child of imposter syndrome should be in about 16 minutes. Carl, who are you referring to? I'm less of a poster child for it than I used to be. And Adrian Johnson, morning, Brian and friends. Adrian, is so good to see you, sir. Hope you and the family are doing well. We'll see you next month at Heroes for Kids Con, will we not? And good morning, Adrian. Morning, Adrian. Adrian says hello. And how's everybody doing on this fine Monday morning? And doing good, says Mike Jimmy. And hope you are too. And good. We're glad you're doing well. In less than 10 minutes to show now. I can't wait, Carl. Well, man. And this pre-show was brought to you by Cat Intervention and Coffee. One you should have more of. The other one you should avoid entirely. I'll take that over Cat Intervention any day. And says Carl, where's Nick? Where's Michaela? That's right. We demand to know. Don't make us go get them. And I know, right? What's going on here? I think everybody's having a lazy Monday is what it is. Does that mean we can't ramble the show for an hour? We need them, says Mike Jimmy. Mike Jimmy, I have every faith that you can. And Donna Carlene says, I was just wondering the same. Now you got me worried. And I'm not quite rambled out yet, but I'm saving some, says Carl Witzman. And MJ, we're writers. Of course we can. Donna Carlene has hit it. You guys are writers. You can do this thing. And you are. I'm not. Mike Jimmy, I will beg to differ, young man. And putting on my like early so I don't forget. Everyone, please, thank you very much for that reminder, Carl. If you're watching us on Facebook, please give us a like. It helps us get found. And we'll have more people to help in the pre-show and maybe the show. And this show might last more than an hour for once. And also, please, if you're watching on Facebook, please give this a thumbs up. We would appreciate that so much. Or give it a thumbs down. It still helps me, believe it or not. But also, please, if you've not already subscribed to this channel, please do, because we are planning some really, really different kind of programming real soon. And we would love it if you were here and would get notified of it. So please rub gently that little bell. Feel it throb between your fingers, and that way you're make sure you're notified for all of our next broadcasts. And good morning, Nevermore. Good morning to you, Rick Bradley. Don't forget, Rick Bradley is going to be on tonight with Donovan on the RAAD Publishing channel on YouTube and also on Facebook. And he's going to be doing some old school gaming with his new school kid. And it's always fun, even if you're not into gaming. Just love seeing father and son gaming together. It is so cool. I love watching it. So please check out that show tonight. And Mike Jimmy, what do you call the words in life on Quora? That's writing. Yes, thank you, Carl. Thank you very much. Oh, I see some cool people just showed up in the first comment dump of the day. And R&D Gaming won't be on tonight. Yes, you will, damn it. Anyway, recovering from Eliana's 4th birthday party last night. My body ain't what it used to be. My problem is, Rick, my problem is that my body ain't what it used to be. In fact, it never was. So anyway, we worked on it all weekend, and between setup and cleanup, worked 13 hours straight on it yesterday. I'm beat. Also, I have some friends out of state I've not seen in years, so I'll be having dinner with them. Okay, Rick Bradley will not be on the air tonight. And Donovan, are you going to feed him too? This is curious, but anyway, but no, check out back episodes of R&D Gaming, and please give them a like as you do. All right, because that helps him a lot. Mike Jimmy says, I don't write those, Carl. I have Martin Fisher and Kimberly Kovac for that. Don't try and get out of it, Mike Jimmy. And just what I was going to point out, Carl. Well, okay. We can't win. And Nicholas Tucker, good morning to you, my brother. Hope you are doing well. And I hope you checked out Friday night's from Historical Fencing Guild. Always fun, always interesting, and so is he. And Nick is also a Nerd Bacon on the Raging 2 channel every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, with Mike Jimmy Lurch de Bruin and the big guy there, Luke Stone. Good to see him out and about. And somebody else on Friday, not me. Whew, okay. And there he is. Good morning. There he is. Good morning, Nick. And next week, though, we will be broadcasting a PS3 game, either Splatterhouse or Lollipop Chainsaw. I love those names. On R&D Gaming, Monday night, June 13th, 7 p.m. Central and 8 p.m. Eastern. Excellent. And conspicuous in your absence from the pre-show, Nick accuses Carl. And 17 storyboard sheets done. Whoa, only 11 more pages left for the comic to be translated. Very, very awesome, Mike Jimmy. That's amazing. And speaking of amazing, check out Rick Bradley on Amazon, because you can sink your claws into the Nightmare Collective, eat some apple pie with Marvin's Night Out, and bask in the glory of the award-winning Pulp Reality #1, and try to hide from the tales of the weird and strange. No, they don't mention me by name. But anyway, please check that out. Oh, speaking of checking out, this weekend, please come to the Pulp Fiction Convention at June 12th. That's Sunday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be at the Doubletree by Hilton Cleveland in Westlake, Ohio. Admission is $5, ages 6 and under free with a paid admission. I will be there, and there's going to be something special, something really special. Charles F. Milhouse will receive the 4 awards that he and the crew won for the Pulp Factory Awards for Best Novel, Charles, Best Interior and Exterior Art, along with Best Anthology. And then since I kind of work with them, I'm kind of in there too. I won Best Short Story of last year. Please purchase our stuff and find out why. We're all on Amazon. My stuff will be with Ben Books. It's called Snow Ambition. Do a search for that and you'll find it. But anyway, it's going to be a fun affair. 6 hours of pulp goodness plus old comic books, novels, all kinds of great stuff. If you've got a hole in your collection that's made of paper, we could probably fill it for you. So please come see us this weekend. And also, you will get to see all 5 of the Pulp Reality, or the Pulp Factory, awards. This may be one of the few times you get to do that. So please check it out. Yes, even mine will be on display lovingly. So anyway, please check us out. And let's get back to your comments here. And hey, Nick from Donna. And okay, says Donna, Carlene, but you do the pictures that inspire the words, so kind of the same thing. Enough said. Okay, it's settled now. And John B. Pike, good morning, friends and foes. John, thank you again for making me a part of the show on Saturday. Love you, man. I'd have stayed longer, but my ankle was killing me. I keep re-injuring my left ankle, and I'm going to be at Superman celebration this weekend. Yes, we're bringing the cane. But anyway, John, you did a great job of your Marvel versus DC panel. Much engagement, much fun. And Cookie and I were just so delighted to see you and Crayley at the desk. Or actually, you were. I didn't see you at the back of the cereal box desk, but I did see Crayley a couple times. That was a lot of fun. And oh, hello, there she is, showing up fashionably late. The one, the only Michaela Jade. Mwah! Check out her brand new book in the Warriors series, just recently released. Please pick up a copy of that and leave a review if you would. And no, they put the words down that inspire the pictures. My head is an empty space without any fantasy at all. Mike Jimmy, does it hurt when your nose grows like that? That's what I want to know. And from that's a Small Price Publisher, morning to you, Joe D. McFee. Hope you're doing well. And Joe D is still looking for some people to back that Amazonia thing of his. So please check it out at this address at https // two of them bit.ly / Amazonia issue 7. All right. And you can also pick up issues 1 through 6 at the same time. Now he's made his goal, and he's made one stretch goal. Now, if he makes another one, you realize the more, check out the website, Kickstarter, the more he makes on this thing, the more comics we get. That ain't bad. So anyway, please check that out if you would, please, and please support one of our Nevermorians. All right. And anyway, let's see. So we got that, and we need to take this down so I can get back to your comments. Also, check out risingtide.pub for all things me, including broadcasts, and you can sign up for my monthly newsletter. Next one will go out July 1st. And it's going to be a rip-roaring one. I can tell from here. And also, you can sign up for my Patreon page there too. So it's all good. It's all good. And let's see, here we go. And morning all, that's where we left off from Jody and McFee. Glad to see you. And morning everyone. And morning Brian. Hope all is well with you and Madam Executive Producer. Yes, it is. We are doing well. We're looking forward to being in Metropolis, Illinois this weekend and at the Pulp Fiction Convention on Sunday. It's going to be a busy weekend. Lots of driving around in Calgon and depleting the nation's petroleum reserves. But anyway, it's good to have you here. Check out From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher every Saturday night at 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Central. Always a good time. And I was playing Elmer Fudd today. The rabbits are after my garden. Oh, she's vowing revenge. Anyway, and Sarah, good morning to you, darling. I hope you had a great weekend. I'll get in touch with you later today. And hey, Jody from Madonna, and morning Sarah, morning Joe, and hey, and everyone was saying hello, and can't stay for long. We'll have to leave to get ready for another podcast in about 30 minutes. Yeah, we heard about that. Raging 2. We're going to try to get everybody out of here so you can have a full complement. I may even come along and heckle. And everyone's saying hello and love you too, sweetheart, to the abyss and back. And there they are. And BCAM, thanks for contributing to my panel of Indie Pop. Hey, dude, thank you for letting me be a part of that. And it was just, as always, man, it's a pleasure to see you and hang out with you, okay? And hope you did well this weekend. I really do. And Ryan Permison shared. Thank you, Ryan. As always, my man, you are the best. And are we still on for tonight, Michaela? So get your YouTube set up so we can share it out. Definitely. And good morning, Nevermorians. How are you? Follow Ryan, and I quoted that Linktree address so you can keep up on all things Ryan. This is a busy guy, and he's awesome. And yep, here I is. We're glad to have you here. Oh, thank you for allowing yourself to be had. And anyway, hey, Sarah, and been talking it up, Jody. All right, and hey, Sarah, and I've been trying to share whenever possible, Jody. And in case you missed it, check out the debut episode where we discuss Kenobi and more. I love Kenobi. I love Asian cuisine. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe at that link right there. And yes, sir, I will get the show set up for tonight's tidbits. We always love Michaela's tidbits. Anyway, and cool. And capture those rabbits for Keisha Acuff. She lost a few to an owl, I guess. Oh, poor girl. Poor Keisha. Oh, I hope the owl chokes on him. Anyway, good morning, my friends. Good morning, Willow Schuyler. Mwah, beautiful broadcaster from the Great White North. And we are glad to have you here as always. Check out her broadcast. She is so much fun. She is so good. And in case you missed it, also check out the back of the stereo box where we talk about comics, cartoons, and more at that address there. All right. And Peppermint Princess, there she is. And hey, Willow. And sorry about the lack of a pre-show. Some technical difficulties got me. No problem, Nick. They did pretty good on their own. I think you've trained them well. And good show last night, says Carl Witzman. And in case you missed that one, check out the latest episode of And I Quote with writer, editor, and co-founder for Crazy 8 Press, Robert Greenberger, former editor at DC and Marvel, prolific novelist and anthology guy, and a good friend of mine. And thank you for saying hello to me, or to him rather, for me. I appreciate that. And speaking of good friends, there's Cindy Kemp. Good morning from the Corn Patch. I'm on PTO to scramble like a crazy fool to get ready for the Homeschool Iowa Conference. Oh, Cindy, that sounds like a party. I shouldn't talk because the most fun I've had at a convention was when I was working as a mortician's assistant, and we had a funeral convention in Decatur, Illinois, at what used to be the Holiday Inn there, just off of I-72 and 136. I can't remember a time I laughed so hard. You talk about guys with basically zero to give. That's them. And it was a really, really fun weekend. So definitely, it's probably a lot wilder than I suspect it will be. But anyway, Cindy, good luck. We'll keep you entertained until it's time to go here. And 10 watching, 7 likes. Let's fix that, shall we? Thank you, Mike Jimmy. I appreciate your vigilance. And don't forget that CBS will be on my channel this week. Same BKM time, but different BKM time. Different BKM channel. That's true. Thank you for reminding me. From the desk of the Small Press Publisher, we'll be hosting Comic Book Spectrum this week. I hope to get a pre-tape segment going. But otherwise, Joe, give me I've realized I don't know what videos you need from me. Send me a DM with a list of what you need. All right. I know you'll need my intro and outro, but after that, we're floundering. But anyway, and please remind me of your email address. All right. Pardon us while we do business here. But yes, Thursday night at 7 p.m., the show will go on with the fab, however many we'll get. But I'll try to pre-record something. And if not, I know that the other guys will be amazing. All right, we'll see how Joe D. McFee does as host. You may grade him, all right? Anyway, it's better than judging. Anyway, Eric Hawkins, good morning, peeps. Good morning to you, Eric. Eric, hope you had a great weekend, my friend. And he will be on Comic Book Spectrum this Thursday. And also check out his Patreon page. He's been doing art lessons on there. And if you want to learn to draw, that's the guy to learn from. And in case you missed it, check out the review and interview with the Memoirs of an Angel writer and artist, The Gray Pilgrim, Volume 1, Brian Rodman, who's hard at work on the nebulizer when he can. Please check it out and please give Brian some love today. And confound it, Facebook is scrolling up the sound again. I actually can swap devices today. Stand by. Brace yourself for Cindy Cap. All right. CKOEPP.com. Check out her website and also check out the place where you can sign up for that great, amazing, awesome, fantastic newsletter of hers. I'm serious. I love reading Cindy's. It is really cool. It is really good. So definitely, please check that out. And cooties today. I'm drugged up with OTC meds for cold flu stuff. Too bad they don't have the old school ingredients anymore. Sarah, I'm with you. I don't know that you're old enough. You're way lagging behind me. But when I was a kid, around the time I entered grade school, Vicks Formula 44, which they still make, I understand. They used to put codeine in it on the over-the-counter stuff. And I kept, it never dawned on me because I didn't know what drug addiction was when I was 5 years old. But I sure felt it, by jingo. I like the cherry-flavored stuff better. But I really enjoyed the feeling I got from taking Vicks Formula 44. And I didn't realize at the time it was the damn codeine. That I was getting a little bit high when I was 5, which probably explains a lot about me today at 66. But then they took it off the market, and I didn't care for it at all. In fact, that's probably why I don't like Jägermeister, because to me, Jägermeister tastes like Vicks Formula 44 without the pleasant effects. Apparently, but as much as I like alcohol, you'd think I'd be happier with that. But anyway, good morning, Eric, from the Desk of the Small Press Publisher. And in case you missed all this stuff, check out the latest episode of Fantastic Forum, where Ryan Permisson was the special guest, and they talked about their favorite movies and more. Like, comment, share, and subscribe at that address there, all right? And hope you had fun at conventions and sold tons of books. I did not, but I got to exchange one with a new friend. In fact, that's how I hurt my ankle, just too much carrying a load there and walking too much. But anyway, thank you very much, Ryan. And we hope that we will see your broadcasting this week, and it'll be awesome. And computers are evil, says Cindy Cap. I think it's the other machines that are going to rise up and slay us, really. And Will Schuyler says, in case you miss, why would everybody assume we missed stuff? Anyway, Will Schuyler says, if you missed Cryptid Crunch last night, please watch it on the replay. Had the wonderful Dr. Emilia Zarka, PhD, hosts of PBS's YouTube show Monstrum. Oh my God, I love her. She is awesome. That Monstrum's a great channel, especially if you like cryptids and other monsters. She's done other things like Frankenstein, and she had a great series on zombies. But yeah, check out Willow Schuyler's work. She's amazing. And Ryan Permisson says, I'm grateful for his community and all your support. Have a safe and productive day, everyone. You too, my man. You too. And we will talk to you soon. And Caramel Captain Crunch is phenomenal. I'm having a visible reaction to it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to let you see it all, because that's $2.99 a minute. But anyway, It does sound heavenly. Oh my God, it sounds good. I'll tell you, John, a good place to pick up some really interesting yummies is Trader Joe's. I know you will have one near you. I want one to open in Lafayette so bad. We went to one in Lombard a month ago, and because we hadn't been to one in years, and Cookie and I were like, "Oh my God, this is amazing! This is fantastic!" You could buy a dark chocolate bar that's a pound. It's harder than hell to get the pieces apart. You have to have a hammer and chisel, but it's delicious. And we bought we had a lunch with that. We went to the Indianapolis one just before we had Indy PopCon. We had a couple of wraps that were really fantastic, and a bag of onion chips, and they were like real dried onions. The only ingredients were onions, rice, oil, and salt. It was good. It was really tasty, and those things, they weren't like Funyuns, which I think are okay. I've never been a fan of them really. These are amazing. These are great. I could have made a lunch out of those. But anyway, yeah, I love Trader Joe's. And their limeade is really good too. But yeah, that sounds caramel Captain Crunch sounds like a good dessert for what I just mentioned. And Cindy, says Carl, he's happy to see her as we are, we all. And Mike Jimmy says, if you want to see Mike Jimmy Lorcha de Bruin doing this animation stuff he's talking about, then subscribe to Ragin 2 at that YouTube address there, RAGINAVC. And check it out. And they do a lot of great shows, so please check out their broadcasting too. And on the flip side, I slept in, but I'm averaging 1,200 words a day. Excellent. I just started a new short story for Charles F. Millhouse, but I still got to keep working on the terrors, and we've got to keep working on Volcana. So, and good morning all from Grant Lankard. Grant, good to see you. Hope you and Angie had a great weekend, sir. And that's some great progress, Michaela. Definitely. I agree. I'm all for progress. And hey, Cindy and Will from Donna, and Angie and I are watching Brian on our TV this morning, which is quite nice. And here I am ruining everything. But anyway, Angie, good morning. Mwah. And Grant, hello. And Mooney, don't hurt me. Okay, and a new Linnea Fletcher book goes up for pre-order August 29th, and y'all ought to take advantage of that because Michaela's half of Linnea Fletcher. And hey, Grant from Donna and Nick Tucker, speaking of computers, I have an incredibly busy day related to computers today. It's office renovation and computer work day. I have a new mic and camera to set up, as well as testing the new... Okay, anyway, and howdy, y'all. Well, if I play from here, I don't have my list of links available. Well, you can take a day off, Cindy. We would understand, seriously. And Carl says hello to Eric and Grant. Good morning from Grant to all. And hey, Carl and Michaela from Willow. Thanks, Carl and Don, for being in our cheering section. You are greatly appreciated. We just had another comment dump there. That's number 2, I believe. And so let's go way... Oh, this was big. That's what she said. Anyway, and Grant says hi to Carl and PC that Carl blessed me with. Oh, yes. Very cool. Glad you're finally getting that up and running there. And William A. both, hi, Brian. How are you guys doing? We are doing great, as I told you earlier. What to you? Hope you are doing splendidly, my friend. And then video editing from 2 practices. So much cool. I've got to learn to video edit. I really do. I feel like I'm not kept up on my education here as a creator. Between not knowing Photoshop and not knowing editing, And I hope that machine works for you, Nick. We had a few people who needed it but thought you would do the most of it. Well, I'm grateful that I am the beneficiary of your kindness too, Carl. Believe me. And tap. Is this thing on? Yes, I hear you. I hear you, Cindy. I hear you. Okay. Proceed. And this morning in a voice chat on Discord, I got a new creator to help them on their short movie script, figuring out plot points and helping her to break down the story. Well done, Mike Jimmy. That's Rising Tide, people, helping others. And Nick Tucker says, tragically, imposter syndrome can be a fatal condition, so I am big on fighting it. You and me both, brother. Seriously. Because it held me back for the longest time. And now I am overcompensating for it. And 3 Rivers Con was awesome. Very cool. Tell us more, Grant, please. And Nick and Cindy need wrenched. Okay. Good idea. Hold on here. Let me get here. And there we go. All right. Let's do this. Seriously, let's do this. And there's me. Okay. The alternative to being miserable, we are not going to be miserable today. We're going to have some fun. And let's see here. It's still thinking. And yes, we got to get Nick a wrench here. All right. I see me holding up my finger. You just got wrenched. And let's see who else we have here. Oh, we got some really cool people. Please stick around, folks. I do want to say hello to you. And where this is going, everybody's going to get wrenched before we're done here. And let's see. And we're going to find you. We're going to find you. You're on. Oh, there's you are, Cindy. Okay, Cindy. You just got some extra power, and now your link should be. I'm going to add one more. Donna, I would like to add you. I hope you don't mind. All right. And I'm going to make Michaela one too because I love her. All right. There we go. All right. I think we got everyone. Oh, wait a second. No. How did I miss Joe here? There we go. All right. Now we got moderators on here. By God, we got an army. But yes, Nick and Cindy got wrenched. And Cindy's going, wait, I didn't consent to getting wrenched. But anyway, it's all good, Cindy. And I love seeing someone go on a high and seeing the click in their heads as they get inspired, says Mike Jimmy. I know, right? We had a great audience at Indie PopCon on Saturday, and it was the same way. It wasn't for the fact that the staff was practically pulling us out of there and yelling at us to get out, really. We could have stayed there probably at least another hour, helping other people. And I hope next year we do. I may request we do it again, but we'll have 2 hours. Let's see if we can do that. And good morning, Angie. How are you? Mwah, glad to see you. And tonight on Tidbits and Scribbles, Imposter Syndrome on the Michaela J. author Michaela J. YouTube channel, says Carl Witzman. And from this, a small press publisher, I'm kind of the poster child for imposter syndrome. I don't really talk about when I'm suffering from it from negativity. I avoid saying how I feel by keeping busy. That's how I feel too. And the thing is, I see a number of people who are, there are the people that imposter syndrome they get stopped in their creating because they figure, why go to the effort? And then there are others who go to the effort, but then they're like, why am I bothering to polish this up? No, I don't want anyone to see it. Who would want to see it? And everything I put out from Rising Tide and before that Freelance Words, I had to fight that. It's like, whether anybody wants to see it or not, here it is. And, I've been more than rewarded for overcoming it. And now I feel it incumbent upon me to help others get over there. So get prepared to be worked on, Joe. And the lovely Angie Dudas. There is no other type but lovely. Mwah. And Michaela's channel is right there. Michaela J. Check it out. And thanks. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Mike Jimmy. Appreciate that. And Grant Lankard, I've been going to this convention enough now that there are people who bought Beowulf #1 and didn't know issues 2 and 3 out. That's the best. Grant, wait till you get to the point. I've got some super fans where they don't ask, do you have a new Volcana out? I think they've given up on that until now. Or they ask, do you have any new horror books? Or do you have any new comic books out? They just ask, do you have anything out that's new? Tell me that's not a great feeling, huh? And I got you. Thank you, Mike Jimmy. Appreciate you, man. And on the topic of wrenches, if I get one, can it be a sonic wrench? Sonic screwdrivers are spoken for. Consider yours as sonic as can be, my friend. Definitely. Also, my shameless plug, the Radiant site #1 on Kickstarter. Excellent. Launching soon. So please go to that site there for the Radiant site. And like we've been doing for our Comic Book Spectrum guys, please go to Mike Jimmy's page on Kickstarter right there. And please just give it, there's a little button there that says notify me upon launch. Hit that. And it just takes a second. It doesn't cost you anything. It does not obligate you financially to supporting the campaign. But what it does is support the campaigner. All right? Because if he can get, the more wrenches this guy, or not wrenches, but the more I want the notice on launch that he gets, the more Kickstarter will promote his work. All right. So your job is now up. We'll take care of that later. Okay. And hey, how's everyone doing? Brianna K. Wilder. Good to see you. Mwah. Good morning. Hope your morning's Monday. Bleh. More coffee, Brian. Okay. is going well, Brianna. Good to see you as always. And hey, Bray. Is it Brianna? Yeah, it'd be Bree. That's right. Because I sometimes get called Bry too. I don't mind it. When I was young, it used to bother the hell out of me, but now I'm like, it's pretty good. I always admired people whose names like Nick, Nicholas, or Charles, Chuck, Charlie. They have variant forms of the name, and then I realized I've got a variant form of my name. This is good. And good morning to you, Facebook user. Mwah to you. And the post is up on my Facebook page for tidbits and cool beats. Michaela says, Carl Witzman, I agree. And Sarah said, yeah, I'll be reading as much as possible today. Oh, very cool. And I have a channel I may share with you. The one thing I watched, I didn't get that much out of, but this one's a little better. You may know about this guy. Or you may have sent me a thing and I forgot about it. But anyway, Eric Hawkins, I received an interesting proposal over the weekend. An indie creator is doing a crossover with another book and is having the characters cross through several indie universes, and just a single panel for the other indie universes, which was easy to draw. So I said, sure. The book he is crossing over with, Rags, is a pretty popular indie book. We'll have to learn more about this from you, Eric. This sounds intriguing. And Angie says, Grant and I had interesting interactions with Howard Chaykin at the convention. I love Howard Chaykin. I've loved his work forever. I've been a fan of his since Sword of Sorcery. Okay, look that one up, all right? But also, I saw him at a convention. This would have, I can't remember if it was an old Indianapolis convention or one of the Chicago cons, but he was sitting with Joe Staten, and Joe was drawing, and I went up to Howard with a copy of American Flag #1, which I think is one of the best series ever produced. American Flag is probably more relevant than ever right now, and I'm surprised somebody isn't, like IDW, isn't doing masterwork editions of that, okay? But anyway, Howard was, I'd heard stories that Howard could be a firebrand, and I'd seen interviews where he's just bitchy as hell, but he's smart as hell too, is the thing. Well, I went up to him, I said, could I please have your autograph, sir? And he goes, oh my God, yeah. And he signed the thing, and here's a little something I'd heard about Howard, that if you give him something that's like not of his creation, like say if you bring Black Hawk, and he may have changed this over the years, but at one point, if you brought him, say, Black Hawk or Twilight, which he wrote, or something like that, he was just do his initials, HC period. But if you bring him something like American Flag or like he's doing that great comic book history right now. But anyway, if it's something he created, he'd sign his full name on it. I got his full name. And the thing was, he's sitting next to Joe Staten, who's busy drawing something, trying to get a thing. And Howard, and I'm like, well, thank you very much, Howard. I appreciate it. I really love your work, and I really love American Flag, and I'm glad you're doing it. He goes, well, thank you. Hey, Joe, sign this thing for this nice gentleman. And Joe's like, I'm busy. He goes, I'm sorry, but I'm busy. And he goes, I understand. And I'm like, I understand. He goes, Joe, sign it. So I got Joe Staten's autograph at the same time. So nobody can say anything bad about Howard Chaykin around me. I hope your interaction was a good one. I'd love to hear about it. And congrats on all the prices, Mike. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Brianna. And yes, Howard Chaykin was quite smitten with Angie. And who could blame him? Who could blame him? And Rian, good morning to you. Hope your morning is going well. Glad to have you here. And Mike Jimmy Larson Bruin says, oh yeah, someone approached me for a potential new comic to draw soon. Last weekend, haven't heard much from them yet, but always interesting. Isn't it nice to be asked? Isn't it nice to be asked, though? And Amazonia number 1 through 7, check that out on Kickstarter.com. There is the link. Please click that thing and help Joe D. McFee get as many pre-notices as possible, and it's going to help him a lot, and I thank you in advance. And Ben Monster TV, hello to you. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching us on Twitch. Hope you like what you see. And already dozing off. I'm sorry I'm boring you. Huh. Love you to the abyss and back always. Mwah, mwah. No, I know it's Monday. I've been fighting the urge to nap too. And get yourself some rest, Sarah. Yeah, seriously. Good night, Sarah. And thank you, Mike. About to faceplant on my keyboard, killing this yuck with overkill. I just saw before I came on here that the pollen count is very high, at least in my corner of the universe. So if it's the same with you, I understand. I woke up feeling a little stuffed up. I don't have really bad sinuses, but I did notice after a while Cookie has bad sinuses. A lady I worked with had bad sinuses. Then someone else I knew had bad sinuses too. And all three of them were having headaches at the same time. And the third one's a fella. So it wasn't that, you sexist pigs, you. But I was having headaches too. And I don't get that, you sexist pigs, you. So anyway, I finally figured out that I maybe do have somewhat of a sinus condition. So anyway, we try. But anyway, night, Nick, and get better, Sarah. I agree with Carl. Please get better, hun. All right, we miss you already. And funeral convention, that sounds like a very quiet show. You'd be surprised, Mike Jimmy. It was rowdy. It was freaking rowdy, and especially once the bar opened. You know what I'm saying? And boy, you are certainly busy. Oh yeah, and Critical Blast. It is good to see you. Love what you do, man. And nothing beat the taste of Creole Emulsion. It was like root beer cough medicine. Oh my God. I remember hearing about that. I don't think we had that in my market when I was young. But yeah, Vicks Formula 44. I didn't like it so much, and I do like black licorice is the thing. But and I do like anise in certain dishes, but there's just something about Jägermeister that I just cannot handle. I do not like it one bit, and I haven't been a fan of Vicks Formula 44 since they took the horribly addictive drugs out of it. So, shows you where I'm at. And hey, RJ, good to everybody's happy, and I'm happy to see Becky Casil. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Becky. Mwah, love you. Love you always. And check out SilCon this coming September. I will be a guest there. And hold on a second. There's the screen capture for the day. But anyway, yes, I just gave audible evidence that, yeah, we got a high pollen count today. But anyway, Becky, I love you. Please check out SilCon. It's going to be happening the second Friday and Saturday, I believe, of this coming September. Long missed this show, and if you want to go attend one of the best and friendliest paranormal conventions and literary shows in the Midwest, then you got to check out SilCon. I will be there. Brian's Love Shack will be there, and we got names signing up for it. Like I believe Carl and Donna will be there. Amy Hale, Kathy Jackson, Molly Daniels, all kinds of cool people. Hope we can get Eric Hawkins there. And we hope we can get you there. It's going to be at the Cross County Mall, just off of I-57 on Route 16. It's a short drive, lots of restaurants in the area. Mattoon's a cool place. I like Mattoon. But please check us out, all right? And you can also go to the home office of Rural King. It's in the same mall. And hello, Critical Blast and Becky Casilla from Carl Witzman. And I became busier than a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest. I am. And like I keep saying, it is good to be the king. There was a time when nobody cared that I had idle time on my hands. Now everybody wants a piece of it, and I'm liking it. So I'd rather be overworked than not worked at all. So, and Critical Blast says, afternoon, Mike Jimmy Lurch-DeBrun. I'm going to be launching on the bargain bin tonight. Ooh, that sounds interesting. You want to tell us more about it? If you're still here, please tell us. And Critical Blast, I know I'm going to do my best to be there, man. I hadn't heard of this. And anyway, and NicholasTockert.com, you got to check that out because it's awesome. And so is Nick Tockert. And love you, Nick. And let's see here. Oh, we got more. We got the third comment dump. And here we go. Oh, man. This is a big one. Anyway, okay, we caught up with it and got the bargain bin. And anyway, I might check that out too. Thank you, Critical Blast. And if you'd like to see Dr. Zarka completely taken off track, yes, watch Cryptid Crunch from last night. Hilarious. If Willow's there, I am too. And I love Dr. Zarka. I really do. She's fantastic. John B. Pica, you do not have Trader Joe's in Nashville? That is curious. It's a huge city. How is it Nashville doesn't have one? That's unreal. That's yee. I mean, I don't know where it stands up with Indianapolis, but I think Indianapolis has a couple. But people have been talking for a number of years about opening one here in Lafayette. I think it would go. But no, that's surprising, John. It is. And wow, says Nick Tucker. Mike Jimmy, I will go over that awesome project you sent me sometime after the show. And no hurries, Nick, says Mike Jimmy. Just go over it and see if you think the role fits you. Ooh. And Carl Whitson, I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but the theme is imposter syndrome on Tidbits and Scribbles tonight on Michaela Jade's YouTube channel. And if you don't know what imposter syndrome is, you might suffer from it. Seriously. So please come check out Michaela Jade's Tidbits and Scribbles tonight at 9 p.m., 8 p.m. Central. And I'm going to be wrenched. And I'm just the guy to do it, Donna. Anyway, I'm going to have to leave soon because I need to get my COVID booster, but I'm hoping to have my newsletter out tonight. Cool. I'll be looking forward to that, Grant. That'll be excellent. And Brian going Oprah on this wrench handing out. That's right. You get a wrench and you get a wrench. Everybody gets a wrench. And Donna got wrenched. And I'll let you watch, Carl. And you get a wrench. This chat is going to be so blue. It usually is blue if I'm not careful. That's why I have this little right here. So anyway, sounds good, Grant. Definitely. And right, Mike Jimmy, now I won't have to approve all of Nick's dirty posts here. Nick can do his own approvals now. And Cindy Cap says, I'm back. Run away and hide. No, we're out in the open. I'm over here. A quick discussion with Victoria. Oh, Victoria Adams, we love her. About whether to turn my newest book release, a math resource, into an ebook. The format doesn't work, but the info might. Yeah. I have seen graphics in ebooks, and it messes them up something fierce. It makes for a very unpleasant reading experience, not a very smooth one. I got a hold of some reprints of the old Lone Ranger pulps from the 1930s, I believe, 30s or early 40s. But anyway, great stories, great reads, but they inserted the original graphics in there, and it really made it difficult to follow sometimes. So yeah, I tell everybody, please make this a wonderfully written book, because you're not going to have a great time if you put in the graphics. So yeah, I agree with Victoria. I totally agree. And whoa, this is going to be a very interesting week between two current shows, setting up for the facilities for Historical Fencing Guild, Mike Jimmy's project, and that's what you all think you know. That's true. And I happen to know that Nick's got another project coming up too. Hope you don't get too busy for it though. And woo, I have a wrench. I promise not to take stuff apart. Well, consider it a sonic screwdriver. You can put it back together again. And watch Whole Nation stand up for John Pica, johnpica.com. Check out his books on Amazon. They are awesome. Nightreich and Tales from the Decoverse. Available now. And you don't have to, Cindy. Carl and I do that enough as is, says Mike Jimmy. By the power of Graybeard. There we go. I have the power, says Nick Tucker, mighty He-Man that he is. And One Belief, One Spark. Check out Amy Hale and her great repertoire of books, both romance, psychological thrillers. She does it all. And LukeStoneStudios.com from Nicholas Tucker. Excellent. And there Cindy goes. Right, it's a competition between her and Nick. This is great. And One Faith and One Restart. Check out Michaela Jade's work. She is an amazing author. And check out the Tidbits and Scribbles tonight on the Author Michaela Jade channel tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. We have got an important thing we've got to talk to you about imposter syndrome. And Carl took care of mine, pretty much. So we can probably help you with yours. And thanks, Cindy, from Michaela. And Carl Wilson, yep, I have to look them all up to get the links, but I'll get there somehow. Bry guy. I've been called worse, Johnny. Thank you, brother. Oh, thank you, says Michaela. And rebooting the whole chart. That's LukeStoneStudios.com. And I know you will, Cindy. It says Carl and Amazon.com. Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tucker. Nick's got it covered there with his great big stompy robots and other delights. And I'm excited about this new book from the Linneo Fletcher line. It's titled Monster and is a twist on Medusa's origin story. I love stuff like that. I read, as an aside, one of the best books I read back in the 70s was John Gardner, who was one of the guys who took up the idea of the hero's journey in literature. And he did a book called Grendel, not to be confused with the Matt Wagner character, but it was a book that told the Beowulf saga, but from Grendel's point of view. And I've read a couple books that also are, that rewrites some of like the Reichenbach Falls incident, but from the idea of not of Sherlock Holmes, but of Moriarty's, Professor Moriarty's. And those are really quite interesting too. So yeah, I dig that. And that's what the whole Wicked thing is about. The guy who wrote that made a career out of it now in literature. But that sounds good. That sounds definitely cool. And stand up, shout it out, Bear Publications for Animal Eye #1, the comic book, and Animal Eye, the novel. Check them both out and get them. And Howard Chaykin is partially responsible for saving the comics industry. I would like to hear how you think that, John. I've never heard that before, but I think he's a brilliant creator, and he also did television for a while in the late 80s, early 90s that I really like. The Flash. He was, I think, script editor on The Flash for a short time. But yeah, he's a very crazy intelligent man, and I've seen a lot of his stuff. I love his work. I'm a big fan of his work. In fact, I found out I picked something up this weekend that had his work in it, a war story with him written by Garth Ennis. Yes, it was the first flight of the Phantom Eagle from the Marvel Max line. I didn't even know they'd had that out. But Chaykin drew it. Garth Ennis wrote it. I grabbed that, and my buddy John Graham, thank you, John, gave me a discount on that book. So I'm like, yes, let's lighten this man's load. And it's good to see all these links in the chat. I agree, Mike Jimmy. That's what this show is about, and we all need to do it and promote ourselves as well. So don't forget yourselves, all right? And Dan Hollifield's Bandcamp site, there we go. Check it out, his new album, The Displaced Detective Suite. That is awesome. And check out, he's got a song called the 10,000 Volt Boogie that was inspired by me, I guess. And it's a great song, too. And some Daphne Lage simping. Check it out on Kickstarter right there. The new Tall Tales Thieves Quest Volume 1 through 4 trade paperbacks. You'll love it. And American Flag is a masterpiece. John B. Pica, I could not agree with you more. I think, and would you agree with me? It's probably a book that's more relevant now than it's ever been. It talks about privacy, in the age of electronics, and just genius writing, beautiful art. I mean, there's nothing to not like about that book. And sorry, Daphne will love you. You are simping. And put it in the air if you like it loud. Eric Scott Hawkins of Stone Door Studios. Check out the Zombieful World of Oz. Still available. Or will be, I think, on Indiegogo. I'm not sure, but definitely contact Eric, DM on Facebook, and pick up his book. It's really my favorite comic right now. And yes, Nick Dan is very talented. Good music there. Seriously good music. And Nick Tuckert, I know I'm not apologizing, says Mike Jimmy. Good for you. And nobody can stop us now. StormgatePress.com. Check out Stormgate. They're going to be at the Pulp Fiction convention in Westlake, Ohio this coming Sunday from 10 to 4. I will be there as well as a fellow representative of Stormgate Press. In fact, I'm working on a story for them right now. So anyway, please come see us this coming Sunday, all right? And check my Facebook page for more information. And nor should you, Mike Jimmy. And Mike Jimmy likes that. And when we scream, our lips don't make a sound. Ask BrianRodman.com. And he's got some great books like The Nebulizer and Memoirs of an Angel and more coming down the pike. And have fun at Superman Celebration for me and give my best to Tom and Michael. If I can get to them, I will do that thing, Ryan. I promise. And anyway, you have a great weekend too if I don't talk to you before then, but I will. Anyway, I know I did the workaround, but I finally get to post this link properly. Yes, you do, my friend. And I'm sorry it took me so long to realize you needed a wrench. www.ckoepb.com. Please check out that new site. And she does so much for us. Please check out her work. Please buy something, all right? And Cindy Cap says, we march with feet on the ground. That's rollcruiseart at tumblr.com. And Carl Witzman puts his feet on the desk, pulls hat down like Kolchak, and takes a nap. Nice to see all this wrenching going on. Aren't you glad I was busy wrenching all these nice men and women? And some of them didn't even ask for it, but they sure seem grateful for it now. Anyway, and also check out NicholasTockert.com. Oh, we got to do this thing. That sounds intriguing. Gesundheit. Thank you, Mike Jimmy. I guess I'm like those old disc jockeys who always had that kill switch on their microphones, that if they had to, sneeze or cough or fart or belch or whatever, they put that thing down, and after I realized that thing existed, I could hear it all of a sudden. It's like, yeah, we've got another stack of wax coming to you from the Big 89 Chicago, and then thank you for listening to us on the Silver Dollar Survey, that sort of thing. So anyway, we walk where no one wants to go. Talk to Victoria Adams. She has walked in areas that no one should have to go, but she has chronicled it. She's a great, great writer. And salute, says Cindy Cap. Glad to have you. And I'll be bringing the Mad Gasser cheerleader to SilCon this year. It should be good. It will be good. And it's going to be even better because Johnny will be at SilCon too. Excellent. I forgot you will. That is super. Man, we are going to have a party. And Cindy Cap on this untraveled road. Check out SL Roland for all kinds of troll stuff. Good stuff. And you're going to have Kelly and Crayley with it. They got to put you near us, John. That's all there is to it. They got to put you guys, the back of the cereal box near Brian's Love Shack. That's all there is to it. And it was good to see you on Saturday. Molly, I'm just so sorry I couldn't stay for any sort of dinner or anything, but I was limping after a while. Molly, thank you for being on the panel. Mwah. Molly is awesome. And we're going to post I said it wouldn't get recorded, but it turns out it did. So we will be posting the video later on. All right. And no, that's a book, not Donna cosplaying. Oh, you're not going to put her in a gas mask and a cheerleader's outfit? I'm down for that. And note to self, says Mike Jimmy, make enough to get to the U.S. for a proper con there. Mike Jimmy, we would love to have you, brother. We would love to have you, seriously. And see what the madness we've got over here. You may go home and go, God, what do those people think that's a real convention? Good Lord. And Brianna K. Wielder, all those events are way too far away from the Netherlands. I wish we could bring you too, Brianna. Seriously, get you and Mike Jimmy a couple airplane tickets, get you over here. Probably have you screaming to get home again. But anyway, yep, we share the struggle. I feel for you. And my friend Kivrin's fan fiction. Oh, yeah. And there it is. Check out Kivrin. That'd be good stuff there. And anthologies that twist the fairy tales are now taking submissions for a Frankenstein anthology at YieldDragonBooks.com. If I were a little less busy and a little less committed, I would definitely contribute to that because I love me my Frankenstein. And Critical Blast, we are launching our signed and numbered hardcover of The Devil You Know Better, 20 stories including Mike Barron and my old buddy Hart Fisher, non-graphic anthology of I Met the Devil stories. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Critical Blast, if you've got a link to that, I would love to have you put that in. And Nick or one of my other wrench friends, please okay that. All right. We would love to help you publicize that Critical Blast. Okay. All right. And Nick Tucker and Amanda Tucker's Amazon, where coy wolves find the Ren Fair. Check out Amanda Tucker, and also check out August 8th, I believe it is. Will be unofficially called FezCon. And yes, I will be there. And it will be a great literary show at the Benton County Public Library in Fowler, Indiana, just off of I-41. Only, about 2 hours from Peoria, I think, 2.5 from Peoria. Pretty easy to get to. Actually, what it is, you take 150. Actually, no, where you're at, Michaela, you drive down south on the main road till you hit 24, then follow 24 till you hit 41, 24 to Kentland, Indiana. Drive south on 41 until you intersect with Route 52, then follow 52 into Fowler directly. It's the first city you come to. All right, easy. And no graphics in the math resource, but it was set up to photocopyable with enough space on the page to work the problem, which doesn't work in an ebook. I would think you could solve that problem with spacing or with page breaks. If you guys have any issues, Cindy, if you and Victoria have any issues, contact Cookie, because she formats books professionally too. So anyway, Carl, my posts aren't dirty. Yeah, he spits on them and cleans them off every time. Angie Judas says, I don't know if Grant mentioned it, but in the midst of convention season, we are moving with all the comic book stuff. A teenage girl, 2 cats, and nearly 21-year-old man, aka my son, Sen Jin. Oh my God. We better flash the bat signal. She's going to need some serious help here. And that was the funny part of the joke, Nick. Glad you had to explain to Nick. Anyway, he said he kept Snow kidding. A tale about Snow running a goat ranch? No, it's not. She knows better. It's on Amazon at BobbyNash.com as well. But check out that link there. And poor Angie, says Carl. And web page designs and other cool stuff. Check out Studio Hubris. Damian Waldron does amazing work. In fact, he did redesigned this site here, and it's a joy to now navigate. Seriously. And Nick Tucker, and if I don't just walk into the wall of that joke, it would be out of character. Well, there you go. And redmillion.com is where you can find your brown coats in Kentucky. All right. And if you don't know what brown coats are, get a copy of Firefly. You'll become one. And Coy Wolves, Amanda Tucker's got that covered on Amazon for you. And you need bear merch, you go to that address right there and get you some bear merch and some Cindy Cap Animal Eye merch. You'll be glad you did. And Frog G's comic. We love Frog G. And Hail Frog, wherever you are. Check out the Indiegogo right there, coming soon. And a great assortment of stuffs from me on Amazon. Thank you, darling. Appreciate it. And Michaela J says, and for those who asked, the farmers market on Saturday went great. This year is free to set up. The promoter is a great guy. May have to see if I've got a spare Saturday every now and then, right? And much creepiness with Rick Bradley. He's got 4 things on Amazon. Get them all. And Making Heroes Art Station, the hero maker and award-winning illustrator. Check him out. Great cover on Pulp Reality 2. Won the Pulp Factory Award for best cover. And John B. Pike, yes, the fact that American Flag has not been adapted to film or TV is almost as big a crime as no John Sable freelance adaptation. Well, there was that short-lived, I think they only had like 6 episodes. Rene Rousseau's first big exposure. All right. I did an article for it on Back Issue magazine. I liked the show, although it only was only slightly John Sable like. I remember reading that at one time Gene Simmons wanted to do the TV show, but his duties with Kiss were keeping him pretty active. So I still don't know if I'll make it to Celebration or not. I hope you do, Johnny. I'll be there. I'll be looking for you if you do, and you know how to find me. And Cindy Cap says, voice actor, wrestler, and other cool stuff. Check out the Skunk Rocker. Skunk, we hope you're doing well, brother. Haven't heard from you. Hope all is well. And Kivrin St. James Amazon page, you need that stuff there. Thank you for that promotion there, Nick. And Cindy says, live on Cora, you go to fairies and dents.com, and there's a store there. You can pick up all you need. Now, all of us need wrenches to invite our friends. Did I not give you one, Michaela? Did I not give you one? Hold on. Let me get you here. Let me make sure. Oh, you are a moderator. I did give you one. I gave you a wrench too. I must not make much of an impression. Anyways, in the Author Book Expo, which is we've got one in Peoria coming up this month. Please come see us. We would love to have you, and cannot wait to meet Kelly and Crayley in person. They are lovely. They are wonderful. Whatever plateau you put them on, Carl, they will exceed it upon their first minute with you. Got to see Crayley at Indianapolis on Saturday. Love her to death. And Kelly and I have been friends forever. It probably seems like to her, but anyway, but I love her to death. She is fantastic. These gals are fantastic broadcasters, fantastic cosplayers, fantastic at everything they do, and I'm looking forward to seeing them there too. And got to introduce you to my friend Emily too. She's amazing. She does her cosplay under the name Victory Born Cosplay, and it's plus size cosplaying, and she's beautiful. I love her to death. And we keep playing games with each other, which we'll explain off the air. And gassers get mad at the cheerleaders. Check out Carl Witzman's link there. And when you go to lulu.com, also look for Donna Carlene's novels there. And thanks, Cindy. See, she's taking care of us. And if Carl wears a gas mask and cheerleader outfit, I might just come. Anyway, Cindy is smiling. And Dastardly Dingoes, there's one place to get them, and that's it on YouTube. And Eric, the courts say I can't dress like the cheerleader anymore. Oh, to heck with the courts. Be a rebel. And Patreon is relaunched. Hope for the Manatees. Part 2 is coming soon. Check out patreon.com/CKOEPP. Great stuff on her Patreon page, and let's support her. All right, and check out all the terrors at patreon.com. I'm going to go back and I'm going to find a way to tag all the previous episodes, and we're currently in the middle of editing, i.e. rewriting the terrors, and we're hoping to finish chapter 10 today and moving on to chapter 11 real fast, because we want to get this out before the end of convention season. In fact, I would love to be able to get it out for a premiere at some place like SilCon. Hoping. But anyway, Retro Radio, Retro Future Bonsart, always a pleasure, my friend. Hope you're having a great Monday afternoon for you. And follow Jody McFee from the Desk of a Small Press Publisher every Saturday night at 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Central. He does great commentary on comic books. books and other things. And I'm thinking, if possible and not very annoying, I might suggest squashing the space out of it so it's a list of problems. Now, that makes a lot of sense, seriously. But talk to Cookie. She's gotten pretty good at formatting. Pardon me. And, well, I should have hit the pause button. That's what you have to listen to. But, yeah, that's... yeah, you can try that, but like I said, talk to Cookie. She'd be glad to help you. I know. And Back of the Cereal Box, check it out. Back of the Cereal Box there on YouTube, and also Back of the Cereal Box .fun, because they are fun. And hashtag bring Cookie home. Thank you, Cindy. That is the goal. That is the goal. And John Pica, couldn't find you Saturday in the vendor hall. Just know I looked for you, says Molly Daniels. And just to share, I wrote another short horror story. Yes, it gets pretty dark. Yes. And if I ever publish it, there will need to be a trigger warning. That's something I didn't do with my dark horror prose story. I should have put I should seriously have put a trigger warning on it, but triggers weren't really in at that point. So, you know. And Silver Ogre, so glad to see you here. Silver, I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you're having a great Monday so far. And why do I always wind up in a bar full of blue jackets on Unification Day? I know it's better than having a red shirt, though. That is for sure. And Cindy Kemp says, the Fencing Guild of all historicalness. Check out the Historical Fencing Guild Friday nights at 8 p.m. And, hi, Bonsard. People, go to the associationofishtar.com for some great steampunk literature fun. It's great, great stuff. And considering somebody to do the promotion of my upcoming Kickstarter, could you recommend somebody? Well, yes, send me a DM, would you? And I will give you a couple of names, all right? And you and me both, Silver Ogre, I hear you. And Molly Daniels, when do YouTube start approving links in the chat? So happy. Since I started handing out wrenches, since somebody pointed out to me that they can do this, so I started giving them out like no tomorrow. And Cultural Nerds, check out the Nerd Culture channel, would you please? And Small Publisher Desks, that's what Joe D. McFee has, but he managed to get all that work on it. He's awesome. And don't forget that Thursday night from Desk of Small Press Publisher, we'll be hosting Comic Book Spectrum. So we'll be mentioning that a lot in the next few days. And Molly, there's been a rash of wrenching around here with that power we have been plugging. Yep, I'm all about the plugging. That's how Michaela Jade and I bonded when I plugged her. And now I've been wrenching various people around here, and some of them didn't even notice it till I did it. Anyway, Silver Ogre, and plugging is magnificent. Well, we're all about the plugging here, and we try. Yes, we do, Nick. And Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Game Lit, and Teacher Resources. One of these things is not like the other. Check out Cindy Kep's author page on Amazon.com. She puts out a lot of quality material. She's a fantastic writer. She really is. And sometimes I'm very trying. Well, you can try me anytime you want, Cindy. And no, that's not code. Maybe. Anyway, Cindy, says Nick Tockard. And that's what Donna says about me, Carl Wisman. I got one at home just like Donna. And Silver Ogre, I'm working and not babbling so I won't distract Brian. Babble away. Seriously, babble on. And we're already 15 minutes into Raging 2, so if you abandon me, I'll understand it. And Comic Talks with Pops and Zan. And definitely check them out at the last weekend of every month when CromCon occurs. It's awesome. And Hyper Sandy Books, get your review there. They're Australians or New Zealanders, I think. New Zealanders. Anyway, Maya was only there for a few hours. I had a press pass, so I was busy creating press. Yes. And doing a lovely job at it. Cindy Cap says, homeschooler to school friend. I'm the smartest kid in my class and the most athletic and the best looking. And the most humble. And what do you call when a homeschool mom talks to herself? A parent-teacher conference. And Johnny Pike has got to jump off. Great show, bright guy. Catch you on the back of the cereal box. Always, Johnny. Love you, Johnny. Thank you again for being at Indie PopCon, helping make my day and cookies a lot brighter. All right. JohnPica.com. Check out also back of the cereal box.fun and check out their YouTube channel and give that some love if you would. Subscribe to that, please. And Cindy Kemp says, dropping on the Historical Fencing Guild public Facebook group because I need help planning a siege from both sides. Ooh. And just in case, have a great day, everyone. Carl Wisman, no, I'm not about to pass out. But anyway, thank you. And planning to be at FezCon. Yes, we need more of my people there. And Carl Wisman, we will see some of you on Michaela's show tonight. I will try to be there tonight. I will see if Cookie will let me stay up or my body will let me stay up. But with that, we have caught up with everybody. Now, at this point, let's stop the chat. Thank you all for your promotion here. But let's get over to Raging 2 Network. And when you get there, tell those wonderful people that Brian sent me. Say, Brian sent me over here. Tell them I wouldn't be here except Brian sent me. Make it sound good. Anyway, thank you all for being here. And thank you, as always, to our sponsors, Rising Tide Publications. Keep an eye peeled for the terrors. They're coming your way, but these are good terrors. You'll like them. And it's a superhero tale set in the early years of World War II, but with a difference. Check it out. Soon to be on Amazon. And we'll have more on that, but also we want to thank Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
You've worked hard and written a great book. Now, it's time to give it a great cover. If you're an indie author or small press publisher, Plasma Fire Graphics is your source for affordable cover illustration and graphic design. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
Be there one with souls so dead who never to themselves have said, I need a cover like that. Well, you can get a cover like that if you contact plasmafiregraphics.com. Also, check out their Facebook page, but get Jeffrey Hayes rates. They are very independent creator friendly, and you'll be amazed. And you'll be delighted when the sales start racking up on your books. All right. He can do all the graphics you need to get that book launched and to get it sold. Okay. So check it out, plasmafiregraphics.com. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. We also want to thank our Patreon subscribers who help keep the rising tide moving. And if you would like to help this campaign, this ongoing campaign of truthiness and hopefully wisdom, please check out what we offer in return for your support at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. Also, if you've been looking at the crawl across the screen, we could use your support right now. If you enjoy what you're seeing and hearing, then please consider giving us a one-time donation at the address paypal.me/risingtidebkm. It will be privately and gratefully acknowledged, I promise. And in the closing comments here, let's see here. Cindy Kep says, have fun storming a castle. Thank you for being here to help me, Cindy. I appreciate you. And have a great weekend, everyone. You too, Silver Ogre. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. We love you. And later's all. Thank you, Donna. Mwah. Hope you get to feeling better fast, sweetheart. And also, Facebook user, greetings from the prairie. I know who you are. I'm going to see you Friday. Mark Leonard, and we're going to be promoting Mark Leonard pretty soon because he just finished the first draft of his novel. Yay, Mark! And we'll be talking writing this weekend, my brother. Anyway, good to see you. Hope the family's doing well, and we hope you are doing well too. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. And now please go over to the Raging 2 Network and check out Daphne and Nita, and be sure to tell them Brian sent me here, okay? And we love you all, and we appreciate you all, and we hope that we've got some different things happening this week. We hope you keep on top of it. We will keep you posted. We will be back also Wednesday morning to remind you of things, and who knows who will get a wrench then, right? Anyway, get your best dress on and say, I need to be wrenched by you, Brian. But anyway, thank you to all our new moderators, and thank you to everyone who has shown up here. And hope you enjoyed what you see. If you have enjoyed any part of it, please leave us a like on Facebook. Please give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Don't know what you do on Twitch, but if it's good, we'd like it. And thank you all for your support. Seriously, it means the world to us. And I will say what I say every time as soon as I get to where I need to be. There we go. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I'm grateful to you all. And as always, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. Have a great Monday, everyone, and make it great for someone else as well. We'll see you Wednesday morning on another live Nevermind the Furthermore. Take care, everyone.
Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Broadcast Network production. If you enjoyed any part of this show, please give it a like or a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Nevermind the Furthermore.
From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor formed by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today. From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.